Good morning. Hello everyone. It's Amy Bolton here with Live Healthy, Be Happy, and I'm excited to be with you today to talk about how the Postpartum Support Circle will help you. How the Postpartum Support Circle can help you. Let's talk about it, ladies. So, to start off, I'm trying to get into a habit of sharing with you an affirmation from Louise Hay's The Present Moment book. So I've got this book. I'm missing a few pages because apparently there's a few pages missing, but there's still supposed to be 365 pages in here. So we've got a few pages to look at still, as you can see. So I wanted to start off by sharing with you an affirmation. And here's the affirmation for today. My body is always working toward optimum health, and I am happy and healthy. How's that feel to hear that and say that to yourself? My body is always working toward optimum health, and I am happy and healthy, right? There's a little picture with it. So think about that. How does that feel? Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share this with my my group. I have a support group of women online who are struggling with postpartum depression and anxiety. And if you feel like that applies to you, you can always click on the top, visit group. If you are watching from my Facebook page, and I'm just going to share to that group. And apparently my internet's working decent this morning because it's kind of working a lot quicker than it has in the past, which is wonderful. There we go. Now we are done doing that, so everybody can see what's going on today. Yahoo! Alrighty, guys, ladies, let's chat. So I wanted to answer a few questions today about what the Postpartum Support Circle is. So what is the Postpartum Support Circle? Well, it is an online support group for women who are struggling with postpartum depression and anxiety. And it's a place for women to meet online in a small, intimate group and get that extra support and that extra help with that. And I focus on more holistic, natural means and ways to do that and support you with other means too, right? We need a network, we need a support group, we need supports and help from all angles when we're struggling, right? So depending on what those needs are, I'm here to help you. And the other ladies in the group are there to help as well. And by hearing other people's stories, by hearing other people's experiences, it all melds together and makes us feel like, we're not alone, that it's okay, and that we can get through it. We see that other people are recovering, other people are doing well, and it's a beautiful, beautiful place to be. And why a Postpartum Support Circle? Well, particularly why online is because when I was struggling, I didn't have a support group just down the road to just go attend and sign up for and do that. And when you're at home with kids all day and you're struggling and you just feel like you're alone and you need that extra support, why not online nowadays? Technology's amazing. Why not have a place where we can just go and connect with other women who are going through the same thing as us, similar things, and get that support, right? Technology's a beautiful thing, and online, why not, right? So that's what I created because I knew that's what I needed, and I know that a lot of you are struggling as well and need that support, and a lot of people are in rural, isolated areas, or even if you're in the big city and there's a support group down the way, it might even be more comfortable for you just to come in, tune in live from the comfort of your own home, right? Your own couch, your own space, your own germs, your own family, right? It's way more comfortable that way. So that's why. And I kind of answered my other question there as well too. Why did I create it? Well, I created it because there was a need, and that was what I needed, and that's what I felt I needed, and I know that people need this, right? So let me know if you're watching the replay in the comments what you think about that, right? Do you feel that there's a need? So what is included? Well, we are going to talk about all kinds of things. There's all kinds of topics covering breathing, self-care, nourishment, nutrition. So all these things that affect your body, affect your mental health. Rest and relaxation, motherhood myths and expectations. I know that one gets me really excited to talk about because that was a big thing that I had going on. Lots of unrealistic expectations and myths and stories that you hear, and then you realize, oh, things are not quite the way I expected they would be. Dealing with panic and anxiety. So anxiety is a big one that catches a lot of people off guard. I hear it all the time that there's just not enough information out there about postpartum anxiety. Well, guess what? We cover that, and there's a lot of information about that inside the Postpartum Support Circle. Identifying challenging and unhelpful thoughts. So those are those thoughts that come up that you're like, why am I thinking this? And is it normal? Is it okay? Right? Anger. Anger is a big one that comes up. It's a big emotion. We talk about, the good side of anger and why it's there. I know that sounds weird and crazy, right? Because I remember learning about anger, and I was just so fascinated by the fact that there is a good side to it. There's a flip side to it, and we'll talk about that in there, and we'll help you get a new perspective on anger and find ways of coping and dealing with that and finding ways that are going to work specifically for you. Partners and postpartum depression. So I am there, and we're all there to support your partner and help your partner through this as well, and help them understand what postpartum depression, what anxiety is about, and be there to help support them as well with their needs and network and link in support systems and all that sort of stuff, right? So partners are a big piece of the picture. Spirituality, looking at different angles of where that may fit into your life, setting boundaries, bonding, building a support system. I know I've mentioned that a couple times already because it's so important. It's so important to wrap everything up into goals and supports and everything and make it so that you are able to continue on and be able to do things as you continue on in life, and you have a solid system built in place for you, right? So some of the goals that we will be talking about and covering are making to lessen the isolation of women, like I said, that so you're not feeling alone and by yourself. There's a connection, and I hear from women already that are a part of the Postpartum Support Circle that they are excited to join every night, and they look forward to having that because it's something for them to look forward to and to enjoy, and it's their time, it's me time, right? It's time for them to connect with other women, to learn more about what's going on. Share experiences, right? So sharing their experiences with other people, and hearing other people's experiences and hearing how we all are connected in some way or another. There's, one part of our story is woven in another woman's story, right? Recognizing and building on strengths. So we all have wonderful strengths. We all have wonderful ways for us to grow and expand in our journey. So let's build on those. Let's focus together and connect together that way. Let's value what we do as women, that all the things we do, all the work we put in a day, all those strengths that we have when we're taking care of our children and beyond that, right? It's not just taking care of our children. We do so much as a mother and as a woman. So let's value that. Let's celebrate that. Find ways to care for yourself. Right? So oftentimes that just gets put on the back burner. We forget about that. And that's a big, big struggle. And we will work on that and finding ways specific to you, right? Everybody's individual. And that's why it's a small, intimate group so that we can all do that together. Exploring feelings, of course, right? We need a place to explore those feelings and express those feelings because sometimes it's not always the best place to do it it's not always easy to do that in other places in our lives. So this is a safe place, a safe environment to share those feelings and regain that sense of identity, right? Which is exciting because we still are the same people we were before our children, but sometimes it doesn't feel like it, and we have to kind of regain who we are and rediscover who we are and kind of meld it all together and make sense of that. So there's an exciting piece there of figuring that out and figuring out that sense of identity, increasing your self-esteem, right? Making you feel good and feel uplifted and feel like, yes, I can do this, and having that support along the way, that weekly support with these women, and feeling good about that. New knowledge and skills to help you through all of this. So there's a lot there, right? There's a lot that we're going to be talking about. So that's all kind of what's included. There's so when does it start? It's going to start in March. I know we're only a couple of days to March, but it will be starting in March. As soon as it's an application process. So as soon as I do the interview with you and do the application process, you can start as soon as possible, because what's happening is we have each module is set up as a video. So you can go through the modules in your own pace, not quite in your own pace, weekly, so over the course of 8 weeks. So it doesn't matter if you start before somebody or after somebody, everybody kind of goes through at their own pace, and then there's always a weekly meeting where we can all chat and connect and be together, right? So it starts as soon as you've applied and we've chatted and we've set up that time for you to start in your account, right? Because there's lots of information, lots of resources. It's a wonderful space. I've had a lot of fun setting it up, so I look forward to you joining and checking it out. How long does it last? Well, it's 8 weeks, like I said, so there's 8 weeks worth of content, so it's nice and condensed. I've condensed everything to a nice time frame so that you can get through it. And there's lots of resources and lots of things in there. And there's also bonus modules. So once you get through all that, there's some extras for you as well. And how do you sign up? Well, it's through application process. So I will drop the application link in the comments. You can, or in the description, and you can sign up that way. So all you have to do is go on and apply, fill it out. And I encourage everybody just to fill it out and apply. And if you're not sure quite yet, just go through the application page and it might help you make some sense of what's going on. And just apply right there, and you'll figure out exactly what's going on, and then we can chat and see if it's right for you through an interview process. And so that's how it works. And I'm going to keep it small to under 10 people. So it's going to be a small environment, so you don't have to worry about every woman around joining. I want to keep intimate, one-on-one, so there you go. Let me know if you have any other questions. If you're watching the replay, drop your questions in the comments and I will be sure to answer them. And I hope that answers your questions. Let me know if it does. Let me know if you have other questions. And I look forward to starting the Postpartum Support Circle again. We've done a really nice round recently and it's been awesome. I've gotten lots of great feedback from ladies. And I look forward to talk to you later. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.